Welcome to a brand new series here on Sim Sunday. I am the Sunday Pilot and this is the first video in our Round the World low-cost series. The challenge that I set myself in prepared 3D version 4.5 was to schedule a flight departing from London Luton Airport, flying east around the world and returning to here in Luton. To add to the challenge, each sector will be flown by a different airline. So being a low-cost challenge, there's going to be lots of Airbus A320s and 737s throughout this series. As I previously stated, we're starting this series at London Luton Airport, which is located just over 30 miles north of England's capital. And it was at London Luton EasyJet launched their airline, which has grown to be even bigger than British Airways today. As you can see, we're not starting this Round the World challenge with EasyJet, but I promise we'll end with EasyJet. As you can see from the introductory card for this video, we're starting with Wizzair Europe on board one of their A321s from here in Luton across to Krakow in Poland. Wizzair are of course part of the Indigo airline group and without a doubt are one of the rising stars of low-cost airlines across Europe today. And while Wizzair have a UK subsidiary with a call sign WizGo, this scheduled flight between London Luton and Krakow is operated by Wizzair Hungary with the call sign Wizzair. I should also say now that the schedule for this challenge starts on the 1st of June 2022 and continues for 9 virtual days, returning here to Luton on the 9th of June 2022. I'm also using real-world weather from Active Sky, but because all of these flights are being flown in advance of June 2022, I'm using historical weather from the same date in 21. Right, jumping into Simbury for the first flight in a Round the World low-cost challenge. We'll be departing on runway 07, so in a northeasterly direction before turning right after takeoff, routing around the north of London towards Essex and then crossing the North Sea towards the Netherlands. From there it is a simple eastbound routing across the Netherlands, Germany and into Polish airspace before arriving in the southern Polish city of Krakow. The alternate today is Budapest in Hungary, and that is very fortuitous because of course Budapest is the home of Wizzair, with plenty of aircraft maintenance on tap if required. And jumping back into the cockpit of this Aerosoft Airbus A321, it's time to prepare for the first sector of this Round the World challenge over to Krakow.
Captain, the cabin is secure, all passengers are aboard.
Cleared to Krakow Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain altitude 1000. Departure frequency is 128.75, squawk 0661.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback. Locking gear. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Set parking brakes. Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Taxi holding point for runway 7. Received taxiway Bravo. Contact tower at 132.55 when ready.
As I do in all our videos in Prepared, it's time to tell you a little bit about the scenery that I've installed here for London Luton. The scenery you're seeing today is from UK 2000 and it's the latest HD version of Gary's scenery, of course focused on UK airports. And as we depart the Luton area, you'll be seeing EU England from Orbx. As I've said in previous videos, I do own the entire True Earth Great Britain series from Orbx. However, I've uninstalled this due to the very poor performance I get here in Prepared, despite the high performance PC that I'm using. The only other scenery of note during our trip across to Krakow will be EU Germany North, of course also from Orbx, and finally Krakow from Drzewiecki Design. Right as we taxi to the runway threshold, we will take a little bit of a backtrack to give us the entire runway length for departure here at London Luton. We of course don't need it because this Airbus A321 with the fuel load we currently have on board is more than capable of taking off in just over half the runway length here at Luton.
London, control, Ryanair 792, set. Ryanair 792, London, control, roger, altimeter 3000.
Our cruise altitude for today's flight across to Krakow is flight level 350 or 35,000 feet. So as we cruise out over the North Sea in the direction of the Netherlands, it will soon be time to switch the cameras off and come back to you when we're on our descent into Krakow. Just over 2 hours after leaving London Luton, we are dodging thunderstorms over central Poland as we prepare to descend towards Krakow. As I said at the beginning of this video, for Krakow I've got Drzewiecki Design Scenery installed here in Prepare 3D version 4.5. I love Drzewiecki Design's add-ons for Flight Simulator, and you're going to notice as we approach Krakow it's just not the airport that is presented in their scenery add-on. Drzewiecki Designs have gone much further than just the airport by representing the city as well, and it looks absolutely gorgeous here and prepared, as you will see very shortly as we make a final approach into runway 25 at Krakow.
Turn right heading 131 with air 1002. Air 1002, you are now 1 mile northeast, turn right heading 220, descend 1,600, clear ILS, runway 25, approach, maintain 1,600 until established on the localizer. Contact Krakow Tower on 1.
500, 400, 100 above, minimum,
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
100, 50, 40, 30, retard 20, retard, retard, retard.
Oh dear, that was going so well until I turned off the autopilot. And that will teach me to rest my hands on the throttles on that final descent into Krakow. The Rail Airbus pilot will probably give me a kicking for that one and tell me that I should have gone around. Yeah, I suppose I should have. Anyway, we're down in one piece. Welcome to Krakow in Poland, and the end of part 1 in our Round the World Low Cost Challenge. And this is therefore a good time to remind you, if you want to continue to follow this Round the World Low Cost series, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon if you want to be notified of our next video. And talking about the next video, we'll be flying 6.5 hours southeast in a Boeing 737-800. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and wherever you're flying in your virtual world, don't forget to fly safe.